So far I'm watching this inversion. Does it act as support to take us higher? I already placed what, a buy stop right here, so help me buy above the breaker right there. But I'm still watching all these three down close, these three up close, these four up close candles, sorry. I'm watching them. I want to see, does it get disrespected, or does it get disrespected, or we still continue to rotate lower and we don't get our fill. Still in the macro. I would like to see us form a fair value gap in this area here if we are still moving above. If it actually forms a fair value gap, then it will show us, okay, we really want to actually move up there, and a likely probability that this trade will pan out. We are not in the trade yet. We just set a buy stops, so it will get our fill if price is trading above towards that area. So far we haven't gotten what we are looking for. 1 minute more till the macro closes anyway. How many handles is my stop? That's 11. Okay, that's fair enough. So far we're looking like we want to consolidate or rotate lower and continue lower, which is also fine. And we know we are not taking any loss in this trade, and we are not fighting over us being right or fighting over us taking a loss. The algorithmic signature for us to rotate higher, we still did not get it. So one, let's close this, and two, let's just continue to do what? Watch price action. Does it continue to rotate lower? Let's go. So now, yeah, let's watch price on the 5 minutes. You see this relative equal lows? Where are we trading right now? We're trading where? Inside the what? 15 minutes. So that's what I'm watching. So low high, lower low, another low, high, another lower low. So I'm watching all these Judas, I'm watching all these movements right here as a Judas swing. The signature we were looking for during this macro, the 950 macro to the 1010 to 1010, we did not get the signatures we are looking for. So price is likely to continue lower, which is also fine, and we don't take any trade, we just watch and tape read what price action. So this 1 2 3 also is a BC here. So does that send us support price to send us higher, or we continue lower? Then this major one, which I've been watching all through, but what is it? Is it only on the 15th? Oh, okay. Relatively what? Equal lows. I'm watching this area to act as the event horizon to do what? Send us higher later on. All these will be our Judas then. If we continue to do what? That's if we continue to do what? Push lower. Then I'll be looking at the 1050 to what? The 1050 to 1110. 1050 to 1110 macro to do what? Then give us a return up here. If we don't get it, it's also fine. We know we did not take any loss today, and that's actually good, on the good side. I'm not trying to chase any of these lower. I'm not trying to chase it. I'm not trying to force myself to buy it. I'm not trying to force myself to do anything with it. I'm just watching price, watching, sitting and waiting. Okay, so far we've been what? Consolidating. Where are we right now in our charts? We are way where above sorry, below what? The midnight open. We are way below the midnight open. We are way below the 8:30 open, the 9:30 open. We are way above everything. We what? Swept out engineered lows right here. We also did what? Swept out engineered buy side liquidity also right here. Engineered equal lows right here. Pre-market. This was a pre-market trade which I took right here. Took that. Took out what? The relative equal lows. Relative equal lows right here. Took it out at 9:30 opening, which is fine. Relative equal lows right here. We also did what? Swept that also. So now where are we in price? Right at this area here. Order block. This 15-minute order block. How is it being used? So that's where we are right now. So what I'm watching though is how this fair value gap, does it trade into it, or does it leave majority of it open to send price to continue lower, then to get up where down inside this liquidity pool that's right here. So I'm watching how that get traded to this liquidity pool right here, and also this one. We don't need to necessarily come and take out all this liquidity pool, but what I'm watching is time. 1050 macro to the 1050 to 1010 macro. So that's what I'm actually watching. So I'm watching them, how they send price lower. So watching this right here is red and blue. So this is also our first presentation fair value gap. This is the 9:30. Before then, it's almost nothing. I don't see this. So this is the first presentation fair value gap. So I'm watching all these. Do they stay open? Sorry. Like we said before, if there is a volume imbalance, this gap, take that away. If there is a volume imbalance, we always do what? We add it to our fair value gap. So now right here, from this eye to this opening here, that is how we attach our fair value gap. So that's this right here. So and what do? We traded where? Just a little bit where? In the what? In the discount area of this premium array. We traded in the discount area and started doing what? Pulling lower, which is what I stated before, that I'm watching how we do what? Trade inside this what? Fair value gap. and now we use it to do what, send price lower. So exactly how I called it, that's how it's playing out right now. And also I'm watching the what element of time as we are approaching also what the 1050 macro, which is also what the profit taking hour. So anybody who was what short from up here should have been closing when we are almost arriving at what the 1050 macro. We're closing right there. So far there is not really much anything interesting in price than
No, use our text voice now.
eh?
Our text voice. You go reduce the noise.
I know sabi do am. I know sabi do am.
No, but just change the mic
Where?
for where you set mic. For OBS.
Say here.
Mic input. Check that 3 dots.
We go.
Yeah. Settings for. Let's check this one.
Nothing with that. Now still this one. This settings. Na him. Yeah. No, no worry, Jare, leave am. Just face am go on that side. Your girls don dey come abi? Okay. So so far price action has just been, you know, in one direction. So let's do what, let's go back to pre-markets this morning. And I already posted this, but let's, you know, 7 o'clock. Okay, so at 7 o'clock, before 7 o'clock, I saw all these words relatively equal lows being generated, right? Fine. Then also at 650, at 650 macro, right here, 650 macro, right there, I saw this creating this breaker setup right here. This is a low, a high, then a lower low, lower than this one. Then I saw what price trading above this right here. I knew this a low, a high, a lower low. This right here is our breaker. So now anchoring this right here. Come on. Right there. So that's our breaker. And what do? We did what? Trade right to where consequence encroachment. We trade a little bit below consequence encroachment, but look at where the body stops. Look at where the bodies of this open, then starts to trade away. Look at where this do what? Trades back to where consequence encroachment and start to do what? Trade away and leave it and start to run in our direction. So that's what pre-market, that's what I was watching. This low, a high, a lower low, during what, a macro. What did I say? A macro. It was doing what, forming this breaker setup during when a macro. So that was what, the 950 and the 650 macro, the 650 to 1010 macro. So that's where I saw all this forming right here. So immediately I saw all this forming during that macro session, I knew this was a breaker and its high probability we take it out. And where was this? Midnight open. So I bought just right at where, 20,687.1, 687.1. So that's 687.1 right here. I got my fill right here. I know what price a little bit consolidates, but watching price then starts to run in our direction right there. So let's go back to, we'll look at Asia later, but let's see what price is doing right now. Okay, so that's the pre-market trade right here, buy, and then we get up inside this this midnight open. We got up in the midnight open right there. As soon as we got inside the midnight open, there was also what, a 5 minutes what was it, sorry, this Asia. There was also what, a 5 minutes bearish order block right there. So price did what, trade towards the consequence encroachment. So I was looking at this entire 5 minutes week right here as what, a bearish fair value gap. The trade just right to consequence encroachment of that week, of the week right there, consequence encroachment, then starts to do what, rotate lower. Vivian, don't cut. So consequence encroachment then starts to rotate lower.
Yeah.
So that was where that trade ended right there, which was actually very nice profitable trade. So 1050. Okay, so now let's continue. This was Asia right here. Asia also did very wonderful stuff. So let's go and read Asia. Asia did marvelously well. So watching all this during our Asia, the rule for Asia is what, 7. Look for what, a run against what, sell stops, sell side liquidity, run against sell side liquidity, and what, then we'll start looking for either an inversion fair value gap or a breaker setup to do what, to take us high into what, the closest liquidity pool right there. So during the open of this at 6 p.m. New York Eastern time, we traded below, creating sell side liquidity right here. Then we created what, relative equal highs right here. Then I was watching what, the 650 macro. Does it do what, rotate lower, taking out sell side. We get into where, the 7 o'clock took out what, sell side. So which has already done what, confirmed what, us taking out sell side liquidity. We don't really need to do what, take out the major sell side liquidity that was formed at 6 o'clock, we don't need to actually take out that. That already shows us that we are really what strong signs of order flow right there. And what is this? Relative equal lows, leaving those SMTs right there. So which is what showing us strong signs of order flow, which is will likely get us where above this equal highs right here. So what I'm watching is what immediately at 7 o'clock it took out this low. Also watching this inversion BPR here, this balance price range, because this was single pass down, single pass up, creating a fair value gap with this gap here. So this is a BPR. So I watch what price do, what trades into it once, goes above. At first right here I bought right here thinking this was gonna be what a BPR to send us high here. I got stopped out. No, yeah, I got stopped out, I guess. No, I think this was I took a sell. I think I took a sell right there. I can't remember anymore. So at this moment here, I was waiting, I was watching. He did what? Traded what? Yeah, what's up? We ran for what? Buy side, sell side liquidity once more, right here, which I was watching. No, not. What's wrong with this? Almost there. Very good. What do you say?
Hey, that person.
It's in the toilet.
I know. They just give us like,
Yeah, shit happens.
I used to teach you so.
I'm actually live streaming.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Yes.
And are you maybe to go to that?
What do you say?
Are you maybe to go to your friend?
No,
Not a video.
it's not a video live stream. This is what is being casted.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So you're good.
Oh, I very smell. I'll start maybe.
All right. I teach master class trading. Your trading is not for the weak anyway. So if you have the aptitude to learn and
No,
you're
no, for
diligent,
now, eh? What I want to do is to just, I'm this kind of person, I don't rush into things.
yeah.
I just want to know the basic, the concept and everything, understand the first.
Yes, that's what. You need to do all that
Yes,
first.
before I carry anything to come in and do.
Yes, that's it. And that's the most perfect way to learn. You don't need to actually like put money inside before you learn how to trade. That's the
Learn the
one thing.
concept.
Yeah, to learn all the concepts of trading. Because right here, I can actually read order flow, and without pressing any button, I can call out this market. Right here, I took a trade this morning. Yeah, I took this trade and I called it out perfectly. Exactly how all this ran up. I still have the video. I have the video. I think I already posted itself on my YouTube. So all that, how everything happened, and it played out exactly to the direction I called everything like that. Then I closed the trade right there. Then this was now another trading session, because this from here right here 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's the trading session. But wisdom should have told you that when you start seeing signs in the market that is no more going in your direction, you should do what? Close your trade. So that's where I got out right there. Then I continue to read this. So where are we? 10:30. Okay, 10:37. You got it. one, nice one. The peak collector. So let's go back to this. So Asia, what, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. sell side swept, created what, a low after tapping into what, the balanced price range here, a low, a high, a lower low. What are we expecting in price? A reversal. What do we get here? A displacement, leaving what, a fair value gap, showing what, strong signs of what, bullish order flow. So I bought 3 contracts right here because I already saw this, a run for what, sell stops right there, then starts to do a trade up into that right here, a low, a high, a lower low. That's the breaker setup right there. The breaker right there. See, price just came back to do what, tap into the breaker 1, 2, failed to reach it here, right here. Confirms what, we're still bullish right there. Good signs of order flow right there. And what do we get? After a little bit of consolidation, then we start leaving it, then all this. I was anticipating what's right here, speed above this high. We got the speed, we retraced down, tapped into this other block, this 2 down close candle, tapped into it 1 time, then we start to do what, pull away, attacking what, this equal highs here. We've taken out this one already, so now we're attacking these ones, which is what we got right here. And I was looking at this engineered liquidity right here. I was waiting to see if it takes it out. It did not, and that was where the trade ended. I already closed my position here, so creating what, relative equal as Asia, then dropping down towards what, creating another relative equal lows right here, creating relative equal lows right here. Where is, okay. Then we now got into it, creating relative equal lows also right here, engineering liquidity. Then 7 o'clock pre-market, it did what, low, high, lower low, breaker, then another trade, close position right there, and we are done. So where are we now? 10:40. So we are approaching the what? 10:50. So anyone who was what, shots from up here should what, start taking out. Wow. Okay. What do you say? Yeah. Wait, where do you keep it? Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Yes. took out this sell side, which I would mention earlier in the stream, and also this engineered lows right here. So I'm looking at this. Does it get taken out, or do we start to rotate higher from here? Since we're already approaching what, a 1050 macro, and all this start being a reversal, start taking out people who were short from up here, start taking them out of the market. But that's long ass week. So far, no buttons pressed, no loss incurred. I'm watching this a low, a high, a low, a high, a lower low. What's this? Breakaway gap. Now for me, what's breakaway gaps? Right here. So as soon as we get up above that, I'm buying that. What's going on? I'm buying that. Stops where? Way too much. Okay. And then just below what?
You cannot go in cookie.
So I like to see this either not traded to or being used to
Yeah, that's
support
coming from
price
school direct.
higher.
I just went grab my
Okay.
what I needed and just
Yeah.
Guess we don't get stopped.
yeah,
Like,
Friday is
okay.
deadline or whatever I'm doing.
Huh?
Friday is deadline or whatever I'm doing.
Balanced price range.
Of the stubborn.
I'm
Right
going to
here.
do that they give us instructions and just
So
follow it.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
too much.
how many people did you do? Like, how many chapters?
We just do chapter 30 minutes.
balanced price range.
30 minutes, right? Each, I want to count it one. We're going to do like
I like to see this
Like 62 pages.
used as support to start taking us
yeah, 62
above
pages. Or 30 pages.
above this relative equality right here.
We just need that very small, not too much.
That's done. You need the farm.
This was asking if we needed someone that would watch who would like us, right?
Yeah.
Convenient.
Hmm?
Convenient.
I've got already. She gave me one though.
Yeah?
She gave me one though.
Okay, she's one of the people. But she did well, so.
No, no, no. One of them. Said, the hairstylist. Yes, the last student. She just left though. Not I think around that 2 something.
Wow.
No. No.
What?
Eh?
She's the last student. This now, this is a, let me tell you something. This house
What's
they
going on?
always do. If
Ah.
you be saying the girl,
She
So
has
so far
connect.
I'm watching
if you
this.
be say the girl, that she doesn't because I don't think last student I watched you. They just,
Is
you
a
know what I'm
is
saying?
sweet. The girl was even just coming from school. She came here
She,
direct.
the Muslim.
Eh?
She Muslim.
Okay.
Muslim
Yeah.
with small body.
Yeah, no, that big. But she's really, really, you got a piece. Yeah. You got
What's wrong with this?
I'm not saying it's possible she not someone
So
that
1050 profit taken hour. So
to see
I
Yes,
like
something.
to see us
side
run
side of
against
something like that.
Yeah,
those people who were profitable
see me.
right here.
I used to cry.
Eh?
Come
Later
on.
she reached me.
Am I trading my stock
Oh my god.
The one I know that you
I was
cannot.
feeling crazy.
The one I know
I
that you.
can't bear it no
to?
more.
What I
This
know
is
that
wrong.
I
This
don't
is
remember is start
this is
yeah, you
Okay.
see that market, see that
so this
what
one I'm
you
watching.
put. Like my sister just see all these videos.
So
You now see
that's
they
it for
say
today.
they have to put it down. They will say, okay, this is not correct. Let me go check.
Try to go long
See this
twice.
one by the shape.
Got stopped.
They used to call someone for us to go check my car.
Go through the marshal. I want to stress myself. I want to go with marshal. So I don't like people saying that thing. I'm just taking that out.
I put that in there and like, oh, you know I'm not.
I'm seeing this as what relatively quiet.
You know, put
Just for
it
them to
down.
run up against it later.
They come
We
back.
might not do it in
I'll be at my
what
teammates.
during the 10,
Get
then
money to
we'll
buy.
do it when
After
during the
maybe
launch
now
macro.
want to do a loan for ourselves.
So that's what I'm watching right now.
I cannot most of them are not students.
I'm also looking at
Some
this
are elderly
as
people.
price
I
trying
cannot
to do what?
you
Still
know,
come
don't
for
support
this
them.
engineered lows right here
Nobody
and drops down during the macro. During the macro drops down into the macro, then start doing what? Spooling in our direction. That's what I'm watching right now. So 10-50 macro. Macro open. And we do what? Trades down. Taking out this buy side liquidity. I would like to see it reach for this one. Then start to rotate higher. Watching for this. Watching all of that. AX. I'm my own this I do use. Yeah. Yes. No, no. Okay. I also see like I don't see your own headsets. I just carry my own use straight up. Hopefully so. This may do Wi-Fi now. Okay. So I see the option.
You can predict your sales.
What's that?
When you win and you are still sell, that means
Yes.
you know
Buying or selling. Yeah, making money on both sides.